sports fans around this big, beautiful blue marble we call Earth, in whatever city you may live in. Welcome to episode 155 of the VWU Sports Podcast. I am, of course, the owner and founder of the bar, Mr. Jacob B. You can call me Jake the Snake, JB. Doesn't matter to me. Just don't call me late for dinner. Anyways, I'm being joined, as always, by my co-host and barkeeps. First of all, Mr. Brandon C.
Yeah.
And, of course, my other barkeep and financial expert, Mr. C. Carter.
Uh-huh.
Our executive producer will be here later in a little bit. And of course, traffic after work sucks ass, so it is what it is. We're being joined by our regulars as well. First of all, Mr. Matty Dangerously.
Hey, I'm taking care of Rainer because he has to ride a Santa sleigh next week for Christmas. Calm down, boy.
Fed properly. Anyways, we're also being joined by our drunken Hoosier, Mr. Cody Hagan, and he's already
is drinking even as we speak. that better not be. Hold on, that better not be our inventory.
Nah, he brought it in. Even though we told him you can't bring outside drinks.
And Gatorade.
Yeah. We
sponsors this shit.
I'm back and I'm seeing Cody drinking.
Yes, let's go ahead and move on.
Let's move on because we got a lot to talk about on this, the 17th of December, the year of our Lord 2024. We are halfway through December, which means we are just little under 2 weeks away from ending this crazy ass year that is 2024 in the sports world and everything in between. So we're going to kick it off with MLB news, with Major League news going on in the offseason. We got some big news as we speak from the offseason.
Yeah, first and foremost, we got a trade.
A big trade as we speak. This is coming from Northside as the Chicago Cubs has traded outfielder and first baseman Cody Bellinger to the Pinstripes of the New York Yankees.
Yeah, you can already tell one person not happy with the deal.
You fucking traitor.
It's all about the money. Yeah. This is coming from ESPN's Jeff Passan. He's going to be bought out. Is bought out because the Cubs are going to be sending not only Cody Bellinger but $5 million to the Yankees, and they're going to be receiving reliever Cody Potet in the return of the trade.
Yeah. As you brought up, Jacob, and this is just I'm reading this from ESPN, by the way. The deal, the Yankees will receive, as you said, $5 million to offset Bellinger's salary. He's going to make $27.5 million next year and have a player option for $25 million in 2026.
Yes, and the $5 million is to cover the buyout, to help out with the salary cap, the salary of Mr. Bellinger. From what we've been informed, he will be moving to center. He will be playing in center field along with Aaron Judge, and Aaron Judge is going to be moving to right field for this upcoming season.
Something tells me the Yankees want to put what happened in the World Series behind them, so they're making changes here and there. And you know what? With Juan Soto going to the Mets and now Bellinger going to the Yankees, that Subway Series is going to be a doozy.
Oh, not just a doozy. There's going to be blood. There's going to be blood on the streets of New York.
That actually happened. The Baltimore Orioles has signed a reigning MVP from Japan, right-hander Tomoyuki Sugano.
Yeah, on a one-year prove-it deal. He is going to be coming to the States, and he'll be heading to Camden Yards to have a tryout in the majors.
Yeah. Also, the Mets have been busy. They also signed Jared Young for a one-year deal.
Yep. Jared Young is heading to Queens as well. Safe to say, both sides of New York are loading for war.
Yep. Also, Clay Holmes is now with the New York Mets. Wants a chance to get into the pitching rotation for the Mets. So, well, that's saying something.
Most definitely. Speaking of the World Series, this is actually kind of interesting. We all remember Freddie Freeman's memorable Game 1 grand salami, pulling his own Rob Gibson in his own spectacular way.
I think it's Bob Gibson.
Rob Gibson, either or. Well, believe it or not, that baseball he blasted out in the right field actually went up in auction and actually was sold for, get this, $1.56 million at auction.
That's it. Wow.
Yeah.
Whoever bought that ball is a lucky fan.
Most definitely. Most definitely.
Now, hold on, Jacob. I do have another deal. Kyle White is going to the Kansas City Royals on a 1-year, $1.8 million deal. So that should be interesting. And he's still recovering from shoulder surgery.
Yeah,
So,
he is still recovering from shoulder surgery, so he will be a part of a new team. But we'll have to see when he's going to be able to get back on the field.
Yeah. So he's going to be rehab. He's going to fully rehab his shoulder, but probably put into the rotation next year. So interesting.
We'll have to see what happens. But as of late, so far, if I take a look at the free agency as we headed to past the halfway mark of the year of December, so far the big shot of the free agents, of course, Juan Soto going to the Mets for that massive contract. But still the big players are still up for grabs, including international sensation Roki Sasaki, still up for grabs there. So he's still looking for a spot to hang his hat.
Now, Major League Baseball released a 62-page year-long study on pitching injuries today, identifying contributing factors to an increase in arm ailment, including players chasing higher velocity and better stuff while exerting maximum effort more often, both in-game and in non-game situations. Okay, so I can see what MLB is trying to do. They're trying to figure out how come their pitchers keep on getting injured so much.
Well, one of the major factors is that, unfortunately, there is exertion, because you got to think about it. Those pitchers are throwing harder and harder and harder and harder and harder.
I think what Major League Baseball has to understand and realize is simple. They're the ones that brought in a pitch clock.
Yeah, and sure, it is helping with shortening the game and keeping fan interest. But you have to realize that's also the reason why those pitchers are throwing faster and faster and faster and causing those injuries.
Yeah, because we only have 15 seconds to pitch. What else can you do?
Yeah, instead of just heaving it as hard as you can, and next thing you know, you keep doing that. Next thing you know, that elbow's going to go into the third row. Or worse, that shoulder's going to go into the outfield.
Yeah, either that or the pitcher's career is going to go up to the upper room.
Yeah, basically. So if you want to keep the pitch clock, at least increase it by at least maybe like 5 seconds. Give them a chance to breathe.
Yeah, I mean that's what I would do. I mean, just something which you have to understand, and it doesn't help that the workload is ridiculous.
162 games.
I can understand, but this is how come baseball teams should have a really strong bullpen to help out with the starting pitching.
Yeah, that's a big thing as well, because here's the thing. Sure, people say, but pitchers only play one game once every 5 games, but you also have to realize that if you don't have a good rotation, that once every 5 games is going to shorten down to maybe once every 3 games.
Absolutely. Okay. So I mean, it's just really something to stay. Now, we're still waiting on word on what's going on the Tampa Bay Rays situation. As a matter of fact, at the end of last week, the St. Petersburg City Council voted for for their fund, their half of the deal to help build a brand new stadium for the Rays. We're still waiting on the county. So
they got the green light. Now they just got to wait on the county to see if they're going to pull up their end of the bargain.
I just saw this. I just saw this now. This is from last week. And this is on the base, still on baseball. And it's sad to say, a legendary batter by the name of Rocky Colavito passed away last week at the age of 91.
Ooh.
A 9-time All-Star in the right in the 50s and 60s.
Wow. During the height of MLB's popularity too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Knowing that what teams did he play for, Brandon?
He
Did
played
they
for
say?
Cleveland, Detroit, the A's, the White Sox, the Dodgers, and the Yankees.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
I just want to point this out. Him being able to play during the golden years of baseball, that's saying something.
Yeah, that's saying a lot. That's when baseball was really was picking up steam. We were seeing a lot of players from the international side coming in mostly from Cuba, Puerto Rico, the Dominican Republic, coming in as well.
Not to mention the fact that this is also the same time in which Jackie Robinson built the color barrier.
Yeah, this was past the color barrier breaker, and we've seen a lot of African Americans just coming in and just help bring evolving Major League Baseball into what we see it now. Sure, it still got some hiccups that we need to get rid of, like people getting pissed over backflips, but it's still evolving, you know.
Yeah, I mean, so that's absolutely saying something. So, our condolences to his family. 91 years, by the way, is a very long time. So,
he lived a fantastic life, and safe to say his mark on Major League Baseball will not be forgotten in no way, shape, or form.
Absolutely.
It's safe to say those teams who he played with will be having some form of tribute for the man. Moving forward for next season. Yeah. All right. We got all we got out of this one, but don't worry, we will be staying updated on the off season for Major League Baseball. Trust me when I say we will give you more updates once we get into the new year. But anyways, let's switch gears and head inside to the hardwood, because tonight, ladies and gentlemen, is the finals of the NBA Cup, as we are about to crown our second ever emeritus NBA Cup champion. Ugh, that's still a bitter mouth feel as the Bucks of Milwaukee go head to head with the Thunder of OKC.
Well, before we discuss about the NBA Cup tonight, we do have to discuss the changes they made to the All-Star game.
Oh yes, after the abysmal shit show that happened that happened over the in last year in Indianapolis with the All-Sar game, Adam Silver has realized, okay, that sucks. We need to change up fast, and they have decided that for this year's All-Star game, this season's All-Star game, they're going to go pickup style.
Yeah. Now let me just break this down a little bit about how come they had to make this change. First and foremost, we all saw what happened in Indianapolis. It was a completely disastrous game in which we saw two teams, combined to score 397 points, and both of them combined to take 289 shots during that game. So, and I'm pretty sure Adam Silver, he wasn't too happy about it. You should have seen his expression. I'm gonna say, "Here you go. You won the game. You scored the most points in the All-Star game. Nice." So he wanted to bring the scoring down, way down, because apparently it's gonna set up like a mini tournament, kind of like the same way you see in the NHL.
And it's basically pickup style, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
you know.
And I think the way how they're doing it, the way how they're going to do these games is there's going to be 2 semifinals and then 1 final. And what they're doing is first team to get the 40 points wins.
Yeah. And you know what? Sorry. Can I? I want you to talk. Talk about the teams.
But
also they're gonna have team captains as well for the for the teams as well, and they're gonna be inside the NBA analysts and former NBA veterans, and two of them were former NBA champions in their own right, and all of them all-stars. Charles Barkley, Shaquille O'Neal, and Canada Jet Smith.
Yes, they're all gonna be
two of them are what you just said. That's Jet and Shaq, obviously.
Yeah, and Charles being an all-star in his own right.
Yeah. And Candace Parker's gonna be a GM of another team.
Yeah. And it's gonna be 4 teams of 8 players. So basically, it's gonna be 4-on-4. It's gonna be 4-on-4 pickup style, you know, like how you would see it over on the street, over in the streets at the YMCA or on NBA Street, you know, when you put back in the day.
Yeah. Let me just read this real quick. Because this is the this is the format. In full detail. 24 NBA All-Star selections divided evenly into 3 8-player teams. The fourth team is the Castro Rising Stars champion. Okay.
And
Honorary team general managers are TNT analysts Charles Barkley, Shaquille O'Neal, Kennedy Jet Smith, and Candace Parker. Barker, O'Neal, and Smith draft their team rosters from a pool of 24 NBA All-Star selections. Parker is GM of the Castro Rising Stars champions. Two teams meet in one semifinal, and the remaining 2 teams meet in the other semifinal. Winners from games 1 and 2 advance to face each other in the championship game. The winner of each game is first team to reach or surpass 40 points.
And the main tournament will consist of 3 games.
I just said that.
Well, the concrete's being set. Well, the concrete's being set in, so sorry about that, folks.
Yeah, I think that the thing of it is, I can see how come the NBA is doing this because they saw how the NHL does their All-Star weekend, you know, All-Star game by having their own mini tournament. You know, it's division.
Yeah, but the difference is with the NHL, they do it because their teams are basically the conferences. You know, Pacific, Atlantic, Metro, and Central.
Yeah, divisions.
The divisions. And then there's also going to be an NBA All-Star voting, which opens on December 19th.
Well, I think
sounds like shit.
Well, I think that obviously 24 players to select from with Candace Parker being GM of the Castro Rising Stars champion. So
Candace Parker? Oh,
by the way, there was one person who heard about the format, and he actually gave his opinion on it, and that's former NBA All-Star and perennial chokester who cannot win a ring without teammates helping him through, and that's Kevin Durant. He actually said this, and I quote, when he was having an interview. This is coming from Gerald Bourget on Twitter. He says this, and I quote, "I hate it. I absolutely hate it. It's terrible. All-Star game format's changing. All the formats are terrible, in my opinion. We should just go back to East-West. Just play a game."
You cunt.
Well, you might as well be like the Henry Winkler's character on The Water Boy. And, you know, the coach and just it goes, "I hate it, I hate it, I hate it, I hate it." And he's
it's like, but here's the other half of this.
I was just about to bring that up. Here's the second half. I think we've been trying to bring that flair back somehow with the All-Star weekend, but I think if we just keep it traditional, we'll see how this one works. You never know. I might be wrong. I'm just another guy with another opinion. He actually admits it.
Well, here's the thing. Go ahead, Brandon, because I think I'll say something.
No, I was just saying that there's the other half of this, and it's
and I think that here's the thing. You know, I can see how come Adam Silver did it because he wants to spark interest back into the All-Star game, which, let's face it, hasn't been there in a while. All the folks were interested in the All-Star Saturday night. The slam dunk contest, the 3-point shooting contest,
skills challenge.
All down Saturday night. Not too many people care about what happens on the All-Star game. So,
but they might actually have a chance to, because for this year they're actually doing something to spice things up for a win, because they're actually going to be adding some cash to this. Okay, because believe it or not, they're actually going to be putting in a prize pool up to nearly $2 million. $2 million, believe it or not. Whoever the teams that lose in the semifinals will get $25K. And the team who loses the championship game will receive $50K. But the players on the team that wins the whole shebang will receive $125K each.
That might entice them to go play. I wonder if the NFL would consider doing that for the Pro Bowl.
if Roger Goodell could ever stop being a cheap asshole. That's the owners.
The cheapskate.
Now, like we said, as you brought up, Jacob, tonight is the All-Star game. All-Star game.
No. What do you mean the All-Star game? We haven't even got an All-Star break.
Yeah, that's what I said. The NBA Cup championship game between the Bucks and the Thunder.
Hot
Yep,
garbage.
that's going to happen in OKC. In OKC, at the I think it's called the Chesapeake Arena.
No, actually, it's in Las Vegas.
It's in. Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, because the NBA Cup hosts in Vegas.
Yeah, is that the Sphere or is it at the T-Mobile Arena?
T-Mobile.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so it's gonna be at T-Mobile. Tip off. It's the only game tonight. Tip off is at 8:30. Tip off is at 8:30. It's gonna be on ABC. And it's gonna be on ABC. And the boys in Vegas have already broken down this game and have given us the odds for this matchup.
Well, enjoy that hot garbage.
You call it hard garbage, but Oklahoma City is leading the West, and Milwaukee.
Except for Oklahoma City, yeah, they're great.
Hey,
Yes.
you wanna
They're leading the West, right? It's basically OKC leaving off where they started.
Mm-hmm.
I want to bring up something that happened like 4 days ago. The Pacers played the 76ers, which I think we won. I never heard this injury before. Joel Embiid suffered a sinus fracture. I didn't know.
Basically a broken nose. A broken
Mm-hmm.
nose. His nose got busted.
Okay.
He's gonna be out for a while.
His nose got jacked.
Yeah,
Man, talk about process.
I was
Yeah.
shocked because I was genuinely surprised. Like, wait a minute, I didn't know you can fracture your sinus.
It's basically the medical term for a broken nose.
I got the story. It says Philadelphia 76ers coach Nick Nurse expressed optimism about Joel Embiid's return for action, saying his recent sinus fracture is not nearly as severe as the two previous facial fractures sustained by the 2023 NBA Most Valuable Player in his career.
He will actually be reevaluated in 1 week.
Would you let me finish?
Sorry.
Jesus.
Embiid was injured in the first half of Friday night's 121-107 loss to the Pacers, when he was hit in the face by Benedict Mathurin.
Benedict Mathurin.
Thank you, Mathurin.
He's from the Indiana Pacers.
Mm-hmm. While going for a defensive rebound. Oof.
Oh, ow. Yeah, poof.
Yeah, so he didn't play.
How did Mathurin not get fined for that is beyond me.
Yeah,
Who
he
knows?
did not play. Yeah, he did not play in last night's game, last night's win over the Hornets. So, he's gonna be out for a while.
Yeah, that
you
sucks.
You would too. You got hit in the nose. And that's all there is to it. Now, we got some good news. Greg Popovich is grateful for the support that he got during his recovery.
Yay!
Yes. Spurs coach Greg Popovich released a statement Monday thanking the community, the Spurs organization, and friends for their outpouring support as the Hall of Fame suffered what the team called a mild stroke on November the 2nd at Frostbank Center. This has certainly been an unexpected 6 weeks for my family and me, Popovich said in the statement. As we work together on my recovery, I want to take a moment to share the outpouring support that we received during this time has been truly overwhelming in the best possible way. While I wish I could get back to each and every one of you, for now, let me say that my family and I are forever grateful. We're thankful for our wonderful community, the entire Spurs organization, and our family and friends. Let me just point this out. Popovich, he coached San Antonio's first 5 games, going 2-3. And like we said, he did. They wanted to keep what happened to him in private. So obviously, hearing that he's doing much, much better is great.
Also, speaking of the NBA Cup, there's one person that's not going to be playing in this game.
Yes, Draymond or
no, it's Chris Middleton.
ooh.
Chris Middleton's going to be out for tonight?
Yeah.
Injury?
Illness. Game 10.
Oh.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yep.
Now, hold on. Also,
and there are 3 others that are going to be out for this game. 2 of them are the big players here. Lillard, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and then Liam Robbins.
Oof.
Wait a minute. What was Lilith's is he
Calf.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Giannis Antetokounmpo is the one with the knee problem.
Now hold on, Cody. Also, we gotta bring this up that LeBron James' son is going to be playing in the G League Showcase.
Didn't he actually do that like 4 days ago? He was cussed. I've seen videos like he's cooking.
Now
What?
Lakers rookie Bronny James, fresh off a string of promising performances for the South Bay Lakers, will participate in the G League Winter Showcase this week, sources told ESPN. The showcase runs from December the 19th through the 22nd in Orlando and is one of the most important events on the G League calendar, with personnel from all 30 NBA teams in attendance to scout the talent on display. The Lakers front office and James' agents at Clutch Sports partnered on the plan to have the guard head to Orlando as another step in his development. Okay,
Seems fair.
Yeah.
I do want to stay on the topic of James, but LeBron James. So this last week, I think, was it last week or 2 weeks ago, that he stepped away from the NBA for a little while, and then recently he came back?
Yeah.
People didn't know what happened.
I tried to research, and there's nothing about LeBron.
Okay, whatever. Hold on. Before this goes any further, what they do behind closed doors is none of our business. So we don't have any reason to question what's going on.
Right.
And
also, I want to talk about Bronny James doing good in the G-League.
NBA Cup final.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at the Thunder. They're without Osman Dang, with Alex Dukas, Jalen Williams, Chet Holmgren with a hip injury. Which is said he's going to be returning at least in the 26th of next year in January.
All right.
Wow.
Nice. That is going to be
but it's a hip injury, so.
Okay, then.
That is going to be a heavy duty for the Thunder.
Yeah, but the three players I just mentioned, Jalen Williams, Osman Dieng, and Alex Dukas, they're going to be back soon. As a matter of fact, they're going to be back in 2 days.
Then they might be fine, but it's going to be a little bit a significant blow without Holmgren.
Well, we'll just have to see. We'll just have to see, because if they get the rest of their platoon back, minus the fact that Nikola Topic is out with a knee injury for the season, I think they're going to be. I think they're going to be okay.
Yeah, I agree.
All right then. So those of you that are interested, you can catch the Bucks and the Thunder tonight in the NBA Cup Championship game. That's gonna be on ABC. So make sure you catch that game. All right then. Let's go ahead and move on, gentlemen.
Yeah. Let's get on the. Let's stay on the from the college. Stay on the hardware, but for the college side.
Jacob, but if I bring up something that I sent you on Instagram, this broke or this morning, but Las Vegas Aces, Aja Wilson, the 3-time WNBA MVP and 2-time champion, signed a 6-year contract extension with Nike, making her one of the richest shoe deals for a women's basketball player.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay then.
Cool.
Not too shabby, not too bad.
Good
All right,
for her.
let's go ahead and get to the college hardwood because I got a lawsuit.
Oh boy, who's going to court?
Colorado State and Utah State are taking the Mountain West to court.
Oh shit!
What happened?
Well, here's the story, and this from ESPN. Colorado State and Utah State have filed a lawsuit saying the Mountain West Conference is engaging in extraordinary and unauthorized actions to penalize the 5 schools leaving the conference for the Pac-12.
Oh boy, Pac-12.
Boise State, Fresno State, San Diego State, Colorado State, and Utah State announced in September they plan to join the Pac-12 in 2026. The lawsuit filed Monday in Colorado State Court by Colorado State and Utah State says the Mountain West and the commissioner, Gloria Nevarez, has disregarded the league's bylaws to punish those 5 schools in a desperate attempt to prevent further membership departures. The complaint says the Mountain West is threatening to withhold tens of millions of dollars due to the departing league members, including refusing to reimburse them for travel and other expenses in connection with postseason football games. This flaunting of the bylaws in Colorado law is not new, the complaint said. It is part of the Mountain West's ongoing efforts to restrict its members' ability to freely explore the best options in the marketplace for their student athletes and penalize certain members for announcing their intent to withdraw from the conference. Wow.
Pac-12 rising out of his ash.
Yeah.
Trying to do something drastic.
Yeah, I think the Mountain West is really making a mistake here because if you're going to hold the schools against their will, then what's the point of them being in the conference?
Oh, if that's the case, that's not good.
Yeah,
you can't do that.
Well, there was something about Colorado State.
Wait, hold on. I just want to point this out that the love of money is the root of all evil. That's all there is to it.
And you're not wrong there.
Yeah. And I just want to point out that the Pac-12 is trying to rise from the ashes
after what happened when some of their founding members decided to jump to the Big Ten because of
the Big 12.
Yeah.
And the Big 12 because of the same reason.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I was about to say because we all know how come Oregon, Washington, USC, and UCLA.
And look how great Oregon has been in Big Ten. Holy smokes.
Yeah, that is true. And we all know how come Arizona State, Colorado, and Utah.
They're fantastic in Big 12.
And I'm still scratching my head as to why Cal and Stanford are in the ACC.
They're god awful. Go back to Pac-12, you two.
But just want to point that out. That's all. Now then,
speaking of the ACC, we got 2 games part of the ACC SEC Challenge.
Tell us the upset, Brandon.
No, get ready for this. The undefeated 7-ranked Gators, Chomp, is about to set to face off in Chapel Hill against the Tar Heels of North Carolina.
And the other SEC ACC battle is the Battle of South Carolina.
Clemson and the Gamecocks.
Thank you.
Now the 25th ranked Clemson.
Now, outside of those challenges, first and foremost tonight, the number 1 team in the country, Tennessee, is playing against Western Carolina. So
the Catamounts.
Yeah. Well, I wish them the best of luck. Volunteers is gonna be walking all over them if they're not too careful. We also have the number 5 team in the country, Duke, go play against George Mason.
Yeah.
And so
George Mason has been going on the rise as of late in the Atlantic 10. They're 7-3 right now.
Mm-hmm.
Could they give Duke a fight? We'll have to see.
Mm-hmm.
And there's Joel.
Yeah. We'll hear from him when the football portion comes up.
Right.
Also, we got Michigan State and Oakland.
Oakland.
20th ranked Michigan State Spartans.
Yep.
This game is going to be at the Little Caesars Arena in Detroit.
Oh, okay.
At the Pizza Box, the greasiest place in the world.
Oh yeah,
it's so greasy, all right.
Yeah. By the way, also the North Carolina Florida game that's going to take place at the Spectrum Center in Charlotte.
So technically in Hornets territory.
Yeah, at Charlotte's house. Also, UNLV is gonna play against the number 22 team in the country, Dayton. And later on, we got Georgia State gonna play against Auburn, the number 2 team in the country. 9-1 is Auburn. That's saying something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we got Prairie View A&M. They're gonna play against UCLA.
Yeah, it's the nightcap game.
Yep.
Go Bruins.
Yeah, and as I take a look at the standings, this is from the AP poll from yesterday. Tennessee still holds strong in the number 1 spot at 10-0, as we stated. Auburn number 2 in the nation. Iowa State holding on to number 3. Kentucky holding on to number 4. Duke at number 5. Alabama number 6. You said Florida number 7. Kansas number 8. Marquette number 9, and Oregon number 10.
That's saying something.
Mind if I interrupt on that? This does involve one of your Louisiana teams,
Which is
LSU.
What's up with LSU?
which is
Reggie Johnson has joined Paige Bookers as the second NCAA player to make an early commit to Unrivaled. She signed an NIL deal.
To
Unrivaled, which is basically she will receive a equally stake and become a brand ambassador for the new Women's 3-on-3 League.
Oh.
Okay, cool.
Now, speaking of the women, first and foremost, Notre Dame is 3rd in the rankings.
Yeah, but the Lady Irish are moving up, are in the top 5 of the rankings. They move up.
Yeah. UCLA is number 1. South Carolina is number 2. Notre Dame is number 3. UConn is number 4. LSU at a perfect 12-0 is number 5.
Oh,
that doesn't make any sense on why they went down to number 5. But again, I can't judge the AP poll.
6 is Texas. 7th is USC. Number 8 is Maryland. Number 9 is Duke, and number 10 is Oklahoma.
all right.
Yeah. I just want to point this out that Texas and Oklahoma, both of them are in the SEC.
A rivalry.
These games for the SEC women is going to be a doozy because
Yep.
you got South Carolina.
And believe it or not, Texas and Oklahoma are set to face off on the second day of the new year in January.
Ooh.
Let me just go
For the
ahead and get
women's.
through. Yeah, let me just go ahead and get through pointing this out. That the SEC is. We often say that the SEC is kind of like a crapshoot because everyone just beat the living daylights out of each other. Because you got South Carolina, you have LSU, you got Texas, you got Oklahoma, you have Tennessee.
There's Jose.
Mhm.
Welcome back from work.
No way.
Thank you.
Jose.
And stop my job. I took some food, so I'm ready.
Okay. We're on the women's basketball right now. We're on the women's college basketball right now, Jose.
You missed out on the trades that happened in Major League Baseball, and we talked about the NBA, including the new All-Star format that's coming up for next year.
Let's hear his opinions on it.
What on what?
The new All-Star format for the NBA coming up.
Oh God.
That and the previous things, like the signing of
Cody
Tomoyuki Sugano with
with
the Orioles.
To the Orioles for a 1-year prove-it deal.
Yeah.
and Cody Bellinger trading from Wrigleyville.
You sent that to me on Instagram, and I said, "Is that a big blow for the Cubs?"
Let's ask the Cubby.
And his reaction says it all. If you look at it,
So I assume that the answer is yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Put the birds up before I cut them off.
Anyways, now on the NBA, we talked about the NBA Cup final, which is
What
tonight.
the fuck is the point of this?
What's going on?
I don't
I
know.
just looked up the new format for the All-Star game.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
Oh,
yeah. Long story short, after what happened last year and that abysmal thing, they decided for next year they're going to go with a four team 8-player pickup tournament.
So they basically turned it into the Pro Bowl games, correct?
Kind of.
More like hard garbage right there.
It's basically their version of NBA Street, but inside.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm not sure about that.
Can't tell me wrong. It's 8 players and it's 4v4.
Yeah.
It's pickup b-ball, right? Like no rules b-ball.
It's first to 40.
Hold on. Let me explain. 24 NBA players all-star selections divided evenly into 3 8-player teams. The fourth team is the Castro Rising Stars champion. Honorary team general managers are Charles Barkley, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith, and Candace Parker. Barker, O'Neal, and Smith, they will draft their rosters from a pool of 24 NBA all-star selections. Parker is going to be the GM of the Castro Rising Stars champions. 2 teams meet in one semifinal, and the remaining 2 teams meet in the other semifinal. The winning teams from games 1 and 2 advance to face each other in the championship. And the winner of each game is the first team to reach or surpass 40 points.
Okay.
So basically, it is like NBA Street.
I honestly feel like it's more like triple threat. I think Brandon knows what I'm talking about here.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. Honestly,
Also, there's going to be a cash prize as well. Whoever doesn't make it to the finals, each player will receive $25,000, and whoever loses.
So basically, they took something around, say, around the 1980s.
Yeah, and whoever doesn't, which team that doesn't win the championship game will get, if I remember correctly, $50,000 each player. And the winning team will get $125,000 to each player.
Okay, you know what? I actually like this. I actually want to see this. This actually looks pretty interesting.
Well, one person didn't had a strong opinion about it.
Let me guess. It was a Bedlam.
No, it was Kevin Durant.
Oh well. Too bad. I like it.
Fair enough.
Let me just also hold on. Let me just also bring this up because as we try to speed this along, but let me just bring this up. This is a smart. They had to do something because of last year's All-Star game was a complete disaster. So they had to do something. I mean, when you have both teams combined to score 397 points, something has to give.
Yeah, basically.
So this was a smart decision. Let's see how they do in San Fran.
Anyways, back to the college courts. Back to the college courts. We talked about the men's side, the updated rankings, and the games that's going on tonight.
If we top 25, go any more than that, right?
Yeah. Yep. We're just talking about we're now on the women's side, and we got the games pulled up as we speak. We just talked about the top 10, the top 25.
Let me just go bring this up real quick. What's going on right now? LSU in the second quarter they're having that way with Seton Hall 49-25, and we do have a final.
Okay.
We do have a final. Ohio State defeated Grand Valley State 82-57.
Yep.
I bet you're happy about your Lady Tigers, seemingly, right, Jacob?
Oh yeah, they're showing promise, even though the AP poll doesn't show it the other way. But that's besides the point. Yeah.
Now,
anyways,
tonight Samford is playing against TCU.
Yes, the Horned Frogs at TCU. Then at 8:00, the Lady Longhorns are going to go head to head with LaSalle, the Explorers of LaSalle or LaSalle.
Yeah, it's LaSalle.
Okay, I got it right the first time.
Yeah. Iowa State is going to play against UConn in the second game of the Hall of Fame Women's Showcase.
Yep. That's going to be at 8:30. That's going to be on FS1.
And the thing is, this is also going to be in Mohegan Sun.
Yeah,
and on Cassville.
Also, in the Jumpman Invitational, Oklahoma and Michigan, they're gonna do battle right after the North Carolina Florida game at the Spectrum Center.
Yep, that's gonna be at 9:30. Both teams 9-1
Hornets neck of the woods. And you got to keep in mind, Yeah, they're both at the same record, but keep in mind on this: Oklahoma's number 10.
And
The
Michigan's
Lady
number 20.
Wolverines of Michigan is number 20.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Both
so
have-
it could be an upset. We don't know though.
Mm.
We'll
I do want
see
to
what
say
happens.
real quick that I do want to say real quick for your scoring leaders. For LSU, that would be Michaela Williams, 17.4 rebounds, 4 assists, which isn't bad. So that's not
We'll see what
And for
happens later
Team
on.
Knowledge,
It's
yeah,
it's
and for Team
already at
Knowledge,
halftime. 2:25.
Mm.
MASNIUS, Masonus?
What?
Masonus. MASONIUS, 13.3 rebounds, 1 assist.
No, fuck.
Mm.
Not too bad, not
Anyways.
too shabby. Now then,
Yeah, most definitely. Anyway, not too shabby. Anyways, all right, let's head off the basketball court and head on to the ice for some NHL news. Starting off with what's been going on over the weekend with our boys on the skates.
well, first and foremost, we have a contract signing. The first China-born player to have an NHL contract.
Wow, history being made. Who is the honorable man?
Yeah, the Winnipeg Jets have signed Kevin He, He. That's his name, Kevin He. I don't know how he pronounced it, but it's he. To an entry level,
It is T. Yeah,
It's like that.
Yes.
To an entry-level deal, making him the first China-born player to sign an NHL contract. Winnipeg,
Congratulations on him.
yeah, and Winnipeg picked the 18-year-old forward in the 4th round of the draft, becoming the second player from China selected after Andon Song by the New York Islanders in 2015. Song, a 6th rounder, never signed with the team.
Damn.
So hey, more power to him. I wish him luck. Yeah, he was born in Beijing and moved to Canada with his family. He was 6 years old. He was midway through his 3rd season with the Niagara Ice Dogs of the Ontario Hockey League and was named captain on October the 22nd. Now, the contract is worth $975,000 annually in the NHL and between $80,000 and $85,000 in the minors. It could begin this season or next, depending on how long he remains at the junior hockey level. So hey, more power to him.
Question: what is the currency for China? Is it yuan or Chinese dollar?
The yen. I don't know what the yen is.
Chinese yen.
Yen. Okay, yen. Gotcha. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm saying the yen. I have no idea what it is. I don't pay that much attention to economics.
Hold on. I can work on one. How much was the contract annually?
Yuan.
Oh, it's yuan. Yuan. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Yen and yuan are different. They're kind of like yin and yang. Think about it that way.
Yeah.
Okay,
the $975,000 annually in the NHL and between $80,000 and $85,000 in the minors.
Okay. Well, we're gonna go with 975. So basically, in yuan from his native country, that would amount to 7.1 million yen and 50 cents.
Okay then. Yeah, that's saying something.
Currency exchange, man. Currency exchange.
Mm-hmm.
Now, onto the games tonight.
Yeah, we had 10 of them.
Yeah, we got a big smorgasbord for tonight.
Yeah,
Starting off,
Slow down. One at a time. All right, that's one. Remember, one at a time. We'll start with Brandon, then Jacob, then Carter.
All right. Thank you.
Like I said, it starts at 7 o'clock down in Tampa as the Lightning play host to the Blue Jackets.
Yep, that's good. That's it there. Also at 7 o'clock at Le Centre Bell, the Canadiens de Montreal will be playing host to the Sabres of Buffalo.
That should be very interesting. Also, we got over in the PPG Paints Arena in Pittsburgh, we got the Kings and the Penguins.
Yep. Yep, that's going to happen at 7 o'clock as well. 7 o'clock as well.
That's
All
gonna
three
be
of these
an
games
interesting
will
game,
be on. Oh, go ahead.
It's gonna be a very interesting game. No matter, that's gonna be a very interesting game. Kings and Penguins.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
All three of these games are available on ESPN Plus, or if you're in a local boy for the Buffalo game, that is on MSG minus.
MSG minus.
Hey, that's what it shows to me on Yahoo. It could be MSG Plus probably. For the Kings Penguins game, you can check it out on Sportsnet Primetime or FanDuel Sports West.
But yeah. Also, I'm gonna let you take this part, Jacob, for 7:30.
I think I know why. Let me finish this up first. And for the Blue Jackets Lightning game, you get not only on ESPN Plus, you can also check it out on FanDuel Sports South or FanDuel Sports Ohio. Then at 7:30 at, of course, Raleigh at the Lenovo Center, we'll see the Carolina Hurricanes play host to the Islanders of New York.
Before we move on, check out. I think
That'll be that. I feel like the Hurricanes could dominate, but I feel like the Islanders could make an upset here.
True.
That's just me though.
Now check out.
But at eight, the Devils of New Jersey are headed to good old Blue St. Louis to take on
at the USS Enterprise.
Also,
at the same time, Nashville Predators are going to be hosting the very dominant New York Rangers.
Most definitely. Then at 8:30, over at the Madhouse, known as the Madhouse Center, the Blackhawks of Chicago will be playing host to the Washington Capitals.
What do you think?
Now that's something that I want to talk about. I don't know if it was brought up.
We're not even done with the games yet, Cody. Hold on.
Jesus Christ!
Again, the quick read. The quick read has been setting fast in those ears.
Now, over at the Scotiabank Saddledome, we got the Boston Bruins and the Calgary Flames later on tonight.
Yep. That's at 9 o'clock. Starting off the nightcap games at 10 over at Climate Pledge Arena, formerly known as the Key Arena.
Yeah.
The Kraken of Seattle will be playing head to head with the Senators of Ottawa.
And the last game of the evening, I'm not too sure if anyone's going to stay up to watch this. Maybe you would, Jacob. We got the Winnipeg Jets and the San Jose Sharks.
That'll be at the Shark Tank, also known as SAP Arena over in San Jose.
Center.
Yeah, the SAP Center.
Okay, the SAP Center.
Yeah. Okay, now, Cody, hold on. Okay, Cody, what is you trying to bring up here?
Did you all talk about the Winter Classic?
I do believe the Winter Classic this year is in
It's at Wrigley Field.
Yeah, that's what I want to talk about.
Oh, that's why he's so happy about it. It's going to be at Wrigley Field.
They actually did bring up what it will look like.
Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah, I can understand why. I can understand why they're leaking out the spots now because, well, New Year's Day is not that far away from here.
Well, yeah, it's just a couple weeks. It's just under 2 weeks away, so that's understandable.
I like the design of it. It looks pretty good.
Yeah, it does look good. It does look
good. If correct, that an NHL game is playing in Wrigley Field.
I think so. Yeah, let's do some info. Let's do some info on that because I want to make sure.
Now then, while you all are doing your research, let's go ahead across the pond. And
hold on before. Yeah, hopefully Garrick will be here fast very soon because he does not want to miss this.
Now, tonight's Days of Our Steelers will not be Days of Days of Man City will not be seen tonight, so that we may bring you
Yes. Welcome to As the City Turns.
A new segment show coming on 2025.
Oh, by the way, speak of the devil.
Oh,
yeah!
Welcome to As the City Turns, featuring myself and our resident footy expert, Mr. Revo.
And Maddie Dangerously, and It was going to be Hitka, but he's going to be absent. But that's okay.
He's on the sidelines. This is just for
all
us.
right then.
Yeah.
All right,
he'll come
guys.
back
You
next
guys
time.
wanted to bash Man City, so
Hit the bats. Anyway.
Oh, this is so freaking glorious to see City be put in their place yet again.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Tell us what happened between Man City and Man U, Gurok.
It was shit.
Yeah,
It was
as expected.
one of the worst derbies you'll ever see. 80th win that Man U had over City in a match that was ass. And City blew another game. Like
in beautiful fashion with a stoppage time glory shot from Amad Diallo, believe it or not, from Amad Diallo from in the 90th minute, passing in that moment, you know.
Oh yep, and it was just one of the most glorious things.
Yeah,
they are
Man
now.
City,
they have now dropped to 5th in the Premier League. The only reason
why they're 5th in the Premier League is just because of the draws they've been having, and that's about it.
And bunch of L's.
All the dropped points. All the dropped points, and they fuck each other. Oh boy!
Can we bring up the?
And the sweeter part of this is the team that dropped them to 5th and put them up into Champions League contention with the top 4 is a team nobody would have thought in their wildest dreams would be in the top 4 as we head into near the halfway mark of the season. Okay.
Yep.
And that is Nottingham Forest. Okay?
Yeah, Nottingham Forest. They barely survived the drop last season, and now they turned the corner. They are really solid. They've gotten wins over some. These are not some like
flukers. These are legit. These are legit dubs. They can hang their hat on.
Yep, they have beaten Liverpool and Man City at their home ground. They've won at Anfield and Old Trafford.
Yeah, so safe to say, Nottingham Forest is making people see the forest, not for the trees. Okay, and I'll give it a props to the boys in Nottingham because they are now getting into the heavy hitters, to the heavyweights in the top spot, and we're not just about to get into the new year and the halfway mark of the campaign. Safe to say, if they keep playing like this, safe to say they're going to be into a dogfight with the heavyweights for that title. Okay. Okay, but we have to see what happens as we get set for this coming week's table of footy action. Starting off this Saturday morning, tea time action over in the UK between Man City and Aston Villa FC.
Oh boy.
Oh please, Villa, please. I know you only have one win in your last 1, 2, 3, 4.
What rank are they on?
7 league matches. Please, I need this. It would be so fucking funny.
And we know Zach, as we stated, Zach isn't here because he is on vacation. He's on vacation in Florida. But if he's listening to this right about now, he is begging Aston Villa to pull off the dub.
Upset,
at on Saturday morning on footy at 7:30.
Also, later on, we got Brentford and Nottingham Forest.
Yep, that's gonna be at 10. That's gonna be at 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock.
The Forest against the Peas.
Yep. Then also at 10 o'clock, the newcomers Ipswich Town and Newcastle United is going to go head to head.
Oh, Newcastle is going to annihilate them.
I feel bad for Ipswich Town just getting into the Premier League, and they're already in the bottom 3 as we're past week 16.
Are they in danger of probably being relegated down?
Yeah.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, the danger is there, but if they can start mounting,
they are in the drop zone. In matter of fact, actually.
Yeah, but they're just down by just 2 points, right behind Leicester City.
All right. Also, we got West Ham United and Brighton.
Yep, the Hammers and the Doves are gonna do battle at 10 o'clock. Oh, the Seagulls. Thank you. Then at 12:30 for the noon to round out Saturday's festivities, Crystal Palace and Arsenal are going to do battle under the lights. Under the lights at under the lights for our UK boys.
Mm-hmm. Now Sunday we got Everton and Chelsea.
Yep, Everton and Chelsea are going to do battle Sunday morning, 9 a.m. 9 a.m.
Now you see my pick right there.
9 a.m. 2 o'clock for our UK boys. Also at 2 o'clock, Fulham FC are going to go head-to-head with Southampton.
Okay, hold on. Time out. Hold on, wait a minute. Time out. Craven Cottage.
Yep, Craven Cottage. That's what.
That's actually the name of where they're playing.
Come on, you learn about English soccer.
Look, every team has a unique way to call their where they play. Okay.
As you're saying, Jose? Oh, never mind.
Some fish and chips.
Joke.
They just set their coach. After getting annihilated. So that should be fair.
There's a coach of Man City that might take that spot.
Also at 9 o'clock, Leicester City, the Leicester City Foxes will be going head to head with the Wolves of Wolverhampton. Wolverhampton.
Oh, the Fox versus the Wolves.
Boy, both these teams just want this season to end. Well, at least want this year to end.
This season's gonna end on May.
Also, we got Man U.
Man City out the door.
Yeah, we got Man U and AFC Bournemouth.
Yep, AC Bournemouth going head to head with Man U at Man U. We're gonna continue from that clutch performance against Man City in the Manchester Derby. And then rounding out the festivities for Sunday night in UK, 11:30 a.m. party on the for the East Coast. Liverpool and the Spurs of Tottenham are going to go head to head.
Oh boy, that's gonna be hefty.
Please.
Now we do have some. As we give a head on up to the college gridiron, we have some breaking news in college football, fellas.
Hold on.
Oh.
Hold on 1 minute.
Bump the brakes.
You did not. You tell me you didn't just gloss over the new thing about the Super League.
The Super League. Yeah. Apparently, here's the thing. Yeah, we just found this out earlier today. Apparently, the Super League, the Super League, is organizing a summit.
It's now called a Unify League.
What? No. Give me that camera.
Unify
Give me the camera. Give me the fucking camera.
We gotta talk about this.
Let him go.
We gotta talk about this, Guruk. We have to. This is.
Oh yeah, we
have to.
Stupidity.
Oh yes. Oh yes, we do. Oh yes,
let him have
we
it.
do.
It's his.
Wrong camera. There we go.
Go.
Dummy. Yeah. Dummy. Yeah.
Anyways, go ahead and let it all out, Guruk.
Let's talk about it.
This stupid project just will not die. They just keep coming back to polish this fucking turd up once again, and it is so unbelievably greedy, utterly stupid, and just not and immoral in every sense of the word. That when you look at this, okay. So the thing is that they are now trying to polish this up to try to sell it as a open competition based on sporting merit and all these other buzzwords that they're gonna throw this whole thing.
Hold on. Let Guruk finish, please.
All right. Go ahead.
I am speaking.
Yeah, that's why I stopped. Go ahead, continue.
So they want to try to get to replace the Champions League, the Europa League, and the Conference League with a promotion relegation based 96 team
Yeah,
and they have the the gall to call this the Unify League. The most pretentious rebrand I have ever heard. And it doesn't even stop there. It does not even stop there. They would have this be the minimum amount of games that the teams would play in this league. 14 games.
14
At
games
minimum.
Yep.
At minimum. Adding on
At
to
minimum.
adding on to
Now
the
this
regular
is
season.
a complete contrast to the 8 at minimum that the Champions League and Europa League have. 6 for the Conference League. But here's the most damning thing about this. Did they not see that this is a problem in an age where schedule congestion is a huge problem here? Okay, let me explain why this is such an awful fucking problem, and how this will not be good for the players or good for the fans. And maybe you'll understand this. Let us take a Premier League club that would be competing in European competition, like say Arsenal. I would say Man U, but it's not here to make fun of, so I'm gonna go with the Gunners. Now,
fair enough.
I am going to be completely fair and generous, and just going by the minimum across all the competitions that they would have. That would be the Premier League, the European leagues, the Carabao Cup, and the FA Cup. So that would be 4. So there would be 38. So under this format, there would be 14 games in the Unified League. Then they would have 38 games in the Premier League. And then let's just say they have the one, and they would not get that. The Gunners would choke in the first, in the entry rounds in the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup. So that is one game each. So that would be 4. So that would bring this a total of 54 matches across that season.
All across Europe.
All across Europe. And that is just me, and again, that is just me being generous and just assuming that they would bottom out. If we don't go on that assumption that they bottom out in the cup competitions, it would be much worse.
Yeah,
definitely. And La Liga, same deal. 38 plus 14 plus the 2 plus the cup competitions, about 54, 53. Same deal with Serie A, which would also have that same
Serie A
Serie A. Now, the Bundesliga and Ligue 1, they also have similar They would also have similar things, but the thing is, they only have the one cup competition, and they have less. There's only 18 teams in the league, so it would be 34 matches. That would still be 49 games that they would have to play, and that's only the big leagues. It would still, because even if you look at some of the lesser leagues, like say Israel, that would still go up. That would still go up because they have 2 cup competitions, 26. And at first you would look at their league and say, and there would be 26 league matches plus the 14, that would be 42. So and I know what you're thinking. Well, that doesn't sound too bad. It's still a lot, but it's no bad. But Israel and are one of those leagues that have a two-phase league structure, where after part 1 there's a part 2 where half of it goes to a championship to decide the winner, and the other half is a survival round. So So in the survival round, they would have 7 matches. So that would be 49 matches. And in the championship, they would have 10 matches. So that would be 52 matches. The schedule congestion would still be an issue no matter where you go. Hello, have you not been seeing and we're seeing it right now. We're seeing it across the Champions League and Europa League right now. Look at all the players that have been going out. Christian Pulisic, Ben White, Reece Nelson, Jacob Ramsey, Ter Stegen, Mark Bernal, Harry Kane, Hiroki Ito, Alphonso Davies. The freaking Ballon d'Or winner, Rodri, is out the whole season. I'll be lucky to even see the Club World Cup. Hello? It's not fucking rocket science. This doesn't work. This is a pure scam and fucking ridiculous bullshit. And if FIFA and UEFA are smart, not morally just or in the right mind, because those bridges were burned long ago. But if they have
that bridge is
intelligence, they will shut this down because this is
They've
beyond
done it before, and they need to do it. They need to do it again.
And you realize, and it is going to have less credence than the fucking Leagues Cup, which has to have its format, which is having its format reduced because it has failed spectacularly. This Super League is a joke, and I hope it never sees the light of day. Done. Mic drop.
We all
give you the freaking
All right. Thank you.
That's it. We ain't talking. We are not gonna talk soccer on this show again. You understand me?
What's wrong with that?
Every time we talk about soccer,
I think he just dropped the nuke, and it's not. And this has been turned to ashes. But safe to say,
World's a worth of rent. We don't want to hear about that again.
That hard.
Yeah,
not go that hard. But anyways, let's switch gears here.
Whoa.
Anyways,
chaos.
Hold on, because every time we discuss soccer, we go completely off the rails and lose focus, lose track of what's going on with this show. So
don't worry. Well, thankfully we got that
he's
done.
not wrong.
Fair enough.
So,
you're not wrong. Fair enough.
Let me finish. Let me finish. I know you're the owner, but keep in mind, I'm the one that has to foot the bill for this show.
That's why I said you're the financial expert. And if you say we have to cut back on doing footy, that's understandable. That's understandable.
Let me go ahead and get to this. I was saying, as we get ready to go into college football, and got to cut this short. But Michael Vick has been hired. Apparently, he's taking the Norfolk State job.
Oh wow! So he's following in the footsteps of Teddy Bridgewater.
Yep, there we go. He's going to Norfolk State, and
so,
that's good for him. That's good for him. Good. Congratulations to Michael Vick. He's and hopefully he'll follow the road of Teddy Bridgewater, and we'll see him take Norfolk State to prominence.
Yeah, I think that Norfolk State is they're an FCS school.
Believe so.
I think it's the FBS. I believe that.
FCS.
Man.
Is it really? I thought it was different division of.
No, it's an FCS.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, they're with
FCS.
us.
Yeah, because remember there's football championship subdivision and football bowl subdivision. So, I wish him the best of luck, and I hope he does well. And hopefully he'll make the big jump. And as we did bring up Sunday, this Friday does begin the college football playoff.
Starts Friday night under the lights at South Bend between the Irish of Notre Dame and the Hoosiers of Indiana. The Hoosier Bowl will be kicking off the playoffs. And then Saturday is the Saturday triple-header, starting off with the Nittany Lions of Penn State against the Mustangs of Southern Methodist. Safe to say it's going to be a cold affair in Penn State. Because from what I've been hearing, temperatures over there is going to be going below freezing. It's going to be in the 20s from what I've been hearing.
Yikes!
Ooh.
And I think Friday we may get some snow in our game.
So a snowball for the Hoosier Bowl and an ice bowl on Saturday morning. Oh boy.
But tonight is one of those bowl games.
Yeah, we do have a bowl game tonight, and it's actually the Frisco Bowl in Frisco, Texas, as Memphis is going to go head-to-head with the Mountaineers of West Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
And from what I've been hearing, it looks like we got some more breaking news from our boy Matt. What's going on?
All right, here we go. We got two of them. Let me get the mic. Okay, go. Number one is for Gurok. Former Alabama quarterback Dylan Lonergan, if I said his last name correctly, has committed to Boston College.
Really? He's transferring from Alabama to Boston College. Interesting.
Yep.
What's the other?
That is for. Let me get my other one. Yeah, there it is. Since I'm sorry about that. How you say that? Oh yeah, since Carter mentions about Norfolk hiring Michael Vick for Sacramento State, they decided to hire Brennan Marion, offensive coordinator from UNLV. Went to college sources. Since Michael Vick is gone, they're like, okay, let's get someone else. They're saying they're going to get Brandon from UNLV. So there we go.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Now, let me go and bring this up real quick. Tomorrow we got the Boca Raton Bowl between Western Kentucky and James Madison.
That's going to be at Boca Raton, Florida. Then tomorrow night at SoFi Stadium, we will see the LA Bowl between the Golden Bears of California and the Rebels of UNLV.
Mm-hmm. Thursday. I was going to say Thursday we got the New Orleans Bowl between Georgia Southern and Sam Houston.
Yep. And then starting off getting ready for the playoffs. We got a couple bowl games to help wet your whistle. Starting off Friday morning with the Cure Bowl. Interesting name. Between the Bobcats of Ohio and Ohio University and the Gamecocks of Jacksonville State.
Mm-hmm. And we got the Gasparilla Bowl between Tulane and Florida.
Gasparilla. It's
Gasparilla. Love that name.
It is a good name. As the Gators of Florida will be going head-to-head with the Green Wave of Tulane. Ironically, it's an old SEC matchup because not people realize this, but Tulane was a former SEC player back in the day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they won the SEC. I think it was up until the 60s.
No, it was actually till the 80s until they decided to move to the All-America Conference.
Interesting.
And then your whistles are wet and we'll get set ready to go for the playoffs for Friday night. And we talked about, of course, the Saturday morning game, Penn State Southern Methodist. Saturday afternoon will be Texas and Clemson at DFK Stadium in Austin.
Texas and Clemson is going to be a really good game. I expect it to be both an offense and defensive.
Oh, most definitely. It's going to be a very impressive showdown. It's going to be on. It's also going to be on TNT, and then the Saturday night main event. Nice fun. Is going to be under the lights at Ohio Stadium in Buckeye Country as the Buckeyes play host to the Volunteers as they finish their march up north from Knoxville.
Yeah, let me go ahead and bring this up real quick. Speaking in my Al Roker voice. Friday's game in South Bend, the temperature is going to be 27 degrees. Saturday's game in University Park, Pennsylvania, is going to be 27 degrees. Over in Austin, the temperature is going to be 66 degrees. And over in Columbus, the temperature will be at 28 degrees.
Yeesh.
So I suggest for our boys in the Northeast, in the Midwest and the Northeast, make sure you got yourself bundled up and you got your coffee on standby.
Mm-hmm. All right, then, gentlemen, let's go ahead.
All right, are we ready?
Yeah, let's go ahead on up to the meat and potatoes.
Yep, it's time to break it down.
For the NFL. Hit it.
Yep. Let's break down what happened with Week 15 of the NFL season. It's safe to say a lot of scenarios got set up and set in concrete, and a lot of other teams are now basically on a razor's edge.
Yep, absolutely. First and foremost, gentlemen, we got to speak about the late games because we already spoke about the early games on Sunday, so there's no need for us.
Well, he did say we're going to break down all the games. We already talked about them. Now it's time for us to fully break it down.
All right, then. Thursday.
That's not how we do shit around here, motherfucker. It's time to interrupt.
All right, enough of the chaos. Let's get some of the NFL.
Let's kick it off with Thursday night football.
LA and San Francisco had one of the most mid football games I've ever seen in existence.
Probably one of the worst Thursday night football games yet.
No, it was awful. I feel bad for Hickett. I kept trying to get him away from that dog shit just to watch the game awards.
I can name one worse game than that.
That being
in terms of a low score, this was the worst of the week.
Mm-hmm.
It was.
But not all the time for a Thursday night. I can name one worse.
All right, what do you got in mind?
Humor me.
Colts and Broncos 2 years ago.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's a good consideration there. Fair enough.
Yeah. The game in which they make everybody want to throw their TVs out the window.
Out the window or throw a remote right into it.
Yeah. As we brought up Sunday, as a matter of fact, the 49ers player that quit on his team, he got suspended for the rest of the season.
Yep, his ass
Rest of the season?
His ass
Oh,
is now
wow.
staying on that bench. Congratulations,
And
you played yourself.
honestly, that's not what I was expecting.
I wasn't expecting it either. I was expecting his ass to get cut.
Which shows me that Kyle Shanahan, like I said, maybe isn't as aggressive as he was trying to picture it at first.
Yeah.
But that's just me.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. All right, let's get to the Sunday games.
Washington escaped by the Saints 20-19.
Lucky.
2019.
Yeah,
what a wild year.
Yeah, it has been a while. It has been a wild year, and apparently, from what I've been hearing from that Sunday game, apparently there was some issues with the ending of that game concerning with clock management.
You mean bad clock management in an NFL game?
Yeah, it wasn't by the players.
Surely you jest.
Yeah, I know. It's shocking. Oh, God, call the presses. Yeah, but yes, sources have been saying that the refs have basically fumbled on clock management at the ass end of the game, and basically handed Washington that win, even though they kind of didn't need it. We're doing fine. Yeah.
They're gonna take it. They're gonna take it.
Yeah, I was complaining. I was like, okay, there you go.
Wait a minute. Jacob, you're not saying this because the Saints tried to go for two at the end of the game and they came up short, are you?
Did it really? Wow.
No, I was more so confused on when I was watching it on Yahoo Sports. Why wasn't there any more updates? And then it just said end the fourth quarter. I was like, okay, what the fuck just happened and what was going on?
Are you going to give it like a overtime or something?
It was 29 at the same score.
They would have won. They would have won.
Yeah,
it was weird, but nonetheless, a win's a win. Congratulations to the commies. I'm not taking any salt in it. I've already lost all that this season.
Kansas City beat Cleveland 21-7 in a game I was entirely unconvinced the Chiefs were losing.
Yeah.
There's no complaining that can be done here. They won this game decisively.
Yeah, they did. Even though their main quarterback Patrick Mahomes hobbled off the field at the tail end.
He
of the game.
practiced today, so it's not like that even mattered.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
Yeah. Also, let me bring this up. Andy Reid, he's expressing confidence in Wentz if Mahomes is going to be out. But since he's practiced today, chances are he's playing this week.
I like to bring this up quickly.
So yeah, definitely.
Hey, Gara, hurry up.
Okay, Arizona Cardinals and safety Buda
Baker.
Yeah,
Buda Baker.
Have reached a 3-year contract deal with $54 million extension and includes $30 million guarantee.
So Buda Baker is staying a Cardinal.
Yep.
I mean, they're going to need him considering how low their aspirations have gotten, but we'll get to that in a second.
All right, you may proceed.
The next game, Cincinnati crushed the hopes and dreams of Tennessee, 37-27.
Yeah, they kept their playoff hopes alive for one more week.
The Titans have benched Mayo Eater Will Levis.
Because honestly, his performance was dog shit.
Mm-hmm.
Absolute dog shit.
Yeah, that
Now
was a
they're
complete
trotting out
disaster.
Mason Rudolph.
Yeah,
And,
that game was
yeah.
a disaster.
Yeah,
Now
I know
speaking
the
of a
next game is
disaster,
first game, man.
hold on.
Hold on, Hoosier man.
Also, speaking of a disaster, hey, Giants fans,
No, Carter. You hold on to that. That is
Okay.
my cake to eat.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's it. Your
Okay,
question.
moving
This
on,
is.
moving on.
Miami beat Houston 12-2. Well, no.
No, Houston.
2012.
2012. 2012.
Whoops.
All right, it's all right. Yeah,
I'm
okay.
sorry,
Yeah.
I had CTE, much like Tua Tungaloa.
Oh!
Unleashed
And
on
he
shock.
had three interceptions, and you wonder why he lost that game. Stop throwing
Definitely.
picks.
Yeah, definitely.
Now,
Definitely. Out.
now we can talk about.
Hey,
Here's your cake with that.
We
Here's
can
your
talk-
here's your cake with extra frosting.
What? It's a Giants now.
We can talk about the Giants dying at the hands of Baltimore. This is
hey,
Ravens
listen,
proceeded-
I didn't care about that game. I knew what was going to happen.
Oh, I did, and I loved every minute of it. Baltimore proceeded to run a train on the Giants like their name was Lily Phillips.
Fair enough. I like that one. Yeah. And,
35-14. And Tez Walker caught his first TD as a Raven at the Giants' expense. To that I say, sucks to be New York.
Most definitely. Speaking of Dallas, kept their playoff hopes somewhat alive for another week. Taking care of Carolina 30-14.
Mm-hmm.
And utterly pathetic. Pathetic game from Bryce Young.
Yeah, I was about to say, in the process, it shut the door on the Panthers' chances of making the playoffs. So
They weren't going to make it no matter how many times people kept saying it. Look how far they behind on Dookie Mountain.
Yeah, you're not wrong on that part.
Now, also, the Jets defeated the Jaguars 32-25.
Aaron Rodgers got very lucky.
Very.
He's not completely dog shit.
For this one, we interrupt your schedule broadcast to bring you this special viewing of the luck and the Colt list. Yes, the reason I say that is thus. After the Houston win, all they needed was to see Indianapolis bite it in the Manning Bowl. And guess what happened? They did. Horribly.
I think Cody is shocking.
Since we're going to talk about it, Indianapolis lost to Denver 31-13 in a game where, honestly, if you're Bo Nix, you should be a bit ashamed of yourself. Throwing 3 interceptions against the Colts? Come on, dog. What are you doing?
Let me
by the way,
bring this up timeout. Because if you saw Sunday, you should have seen Cody's reaction to.
Can we bring that up?
What we now know is a Mick pick six, Mick pick six at the in clutch time in the fourth quarter, which. It was they were doing a sort of flea flicker, but it came back to bite him in the ass, into a 50-yard pick six for Denver.
Indianapolis.
Thanks to Jonathan Taylor.
Indianapolis needs to stop trying to get cute and win football games because that's embarrassing.
Yes, indeed.
You had a
by
better
the way,
chance of winning that game.
Houston. By the way, Houston. Before you head out, we have something for you.
Never in my life have I been so disappointed on the day we clinched the playoff spot. We did not look like a playoff team today. You got that right. I mean, is anyone surprised? Are y'all surprised to see us? Because we back. Oh, right. The AFC has a 4th division. Okay, well, first of all, that's fair. Second of all, let's not act like we ain't beat nobody. Ain't that right, Buffalo? I mean, you ain't beat nobody after us. Man, after all they said about CJ being overrated and us being a fluke team, look at us now. Won the AFC South again. Houston, your toughest competition was a dude that sat on the bench because he got tired. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. And Kansas City, if you weren't Rodgers' favorite child, you'd be as bad as the Jaguars. Well, I mean, somebody was going to say it. But be real with me for a second. Do you really think you're coming out of the first round? It don't matter who's coming into Houston. Their season is ending that night.
Congratulations, CJ.
By the
wouldn't
way,
be
we
too
count
short
that
about
as a
that.
2 for 1 because you actually won the AFC South. So congratulations.
Mhm.
I wouldn't be too sure about Houston making it out of the first round, considering
I'm back.
any team they could
I'm
play
back. Sorry.
to beat the piss out of them.
Yeah,
So-
basically.
I
What's wrong with him?
need to stop.
oh,
I almost
God,
fucking
actually.
died. I almost choked. I was
Oh,
gonna choke on
God.
water.
I know that feeling. Wrong pipe.
Well,
But-
Cody, your team is used to choking, so congratulations.
Oh my God!
Burn!
He lived right up to the building.
All right. Anyways, continuing on.
Oh, look at this. Hold on, wait a minute. Look at this image. All optimism dies for Cody.
Can I just say this? We lost because
Let him finish. Let him finish. Let him finish.
Let him talk. Let him talk.
Let him talk.
Let
Go
him-
ahead,
let's hear
Cody.
it.
Go
All
ahead,
right,
Cody.
Cody. What's
No,
your
because it has, I'm sorry. So,
Oh,
we didn't lose.
well, you had technical difficulties.
Oh, give him a sec.
Oh, he's dying.
I am
Anyways.
just dying, okay?
Hold on,
let
wait a
him-
minute. I got a question, Cody. You got Mia
What?
Khalifa still doing your mouth?
Oh,
Anyways,
No, let him talk. Let him talk.
Cody, what's your excuse? Let's hear it.
No, we fucking lost because we decided to be the Jets and trump the fucking football.
Well, at least he's honest.
The next
Well,
game we
y'all
got
lost.
the Titans, and you know what? It's easy win for us.
I
Well,
strongly will bet we don't.
Anyway,
Hold your breath on that.
Yeah, hold your
Anywho,
breath.
Carter.
anyways, while you
Carter,
put down on his
Carter.
chocolate,
Carter, this is your turn, buddy. Tampa Bay beat the piss out of the Chargers.
I want to apologize to Baker Mayfield. I'm sorry, Baker Mayfield. I was not familiar with your game.
I've been telling you this entire season, he is the reason y'all will make the playoffs. I've been
and now he
telling you.
sees it. And now he sees it, and he feels sorry, and he is apologizing. At least he's doing it now. But if you want to see real salt, look to our buddy Matt. He is. It's safe to say he is not. He's not enjoying this.
Yep, I changed my pick. That says it all. My emotion right there. First of all, congratulations to the Buccaneers because first off, before I say about the Chargers, Buccaneers deserve that win because all that great offense, and they deserve to be in the first place in the Golden Dookie Mountain division. You deserve it, Carter. And now for the Chargers. What the fuck is wrong with you? In the second half, you didn't score anything. Justin Herbert threw an interception that cost the record. That's it. The worst of all, Quentin Johnson got bumbled apart. Now I think he's hurt, which is the worst part. And then we got one of the most crappiest defensive performances I've ever seen. Christian Fulton needs to get out of my side. He is one of the worst cornerbacks I've seen for a while. Jordan Bosa bungle in the freaking offside again. And finally, the offense has been dreadful. What are you doing with your playbook, Greg Roman?
You were going to say something
Welcome to the Harbaugh Roman offensive nightmare.
It is. I have never seen this treachery like this, but I've seen worse. But this is a Harbaugh, but it's still the same
This is pretty
shit.
bad.
It is bad.
Justin Herbert is out here looking like Phillip Rivers. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's the worst vision I'm seeing from Justin Herbert. That's the way I'm thinking about it right now.
That's why I said they're going to ruin that kid.
Anyway, speaking of ruining kids, New England losing to the Cardinals, 15-30.
Damn.
My dad said he turned the game off at some point.
I don't blame the dad for that. It is bad.
Yep.
Yeesh. Losing the Kyle, are you smarter than a fifth grader Murray? Ouch.
And he
Like,
didn't have to do a whole lot.
If we do not draft an an lineman in the first.
I was about to say a
in the
lineman
first
would be
round,
worth it.
I'm out of here.
That's
Also,
it.
y'all,
Just say that right now.
apparently the Patriots are at the forefront to getting T. Higgins, which will probably help out Drake May a lot.
If that's a true source, then that'll be a good, helpful source for the Patriots.
That's been a rumor. That's been a rumor for the entire season.
Mm.
I highly doubt that that's false. You need a wide receiver.
They do need it. Yeah,
True.
they need it. The
They need
Patriots.
it. We need everything.
Boy, what do you get a team that needs everything?
Yeah, basically. What can you do?
Now, let us stand up for the true threat in the AFC, the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah,
As they-
the Bills had an offensive shootout with the Lions, and the Bills came out on top 48-42, 48-42.
I
in
think
fourth
I-
quarter.
Hold on, time out. Point this out. Look at the QB battle that we saw between Josh Allen and Jared Goff.
All right, let
Those
me
two were
check
like
this.
gunslingers in the Old West, just pulling out.
Look
six
at their
shooters and
fantasy
just
points.
firing.
Oh my
Look at their
God! Look at
fantasy.
Jared Goff. 494 yards. Good Lord.
Yeah,
under
and
500 yards for Goff. 500 yards for Goff. As I pull up the stat, as soon as
It's
the stats.
crazy because Phillip Rivers almost had that before against the Packers a long time ago.
yeah, I just want to point this out real quick because in our fantasy league playoff, Pedro is really happy that he got Josh Allen on his squad because man, he's beating teams left and right here.
Somewhere
Josh-
Pedro is grinning ear to ear with how good he's got with Josh Allen under the helm.
Josh Allen is going to win MVP this season.
I
Almost definitely.
personally think so, yeah. And I think I picked the Bills, so yep, I'm happy about the Bills win. They need it.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Hick Kid had the nerve to pick the Lions. I wonder how that's aged.
Well, if
Ooh.
he was here, he would have felt a little bit of salt, but he's doing with.
This
I
is
think,
not the
real
first
stuff.
time he's bet against Buffalo, and it's come to bite him in the ass.
Mm.
True,
Yep.
you're not wrong.
Now, also,
There was some injuries on the Sorry, I was trying to talk, but I knew my mic
Yeah.
was muted.
The injuries on the Detroit Lions end.
yeah,
Oh, that
Good
is
luck
going to
rest
be.
of the season.
Out.
And David Montgomery's also. That is a big red flag right there for the Lions.
yeah,
And there is
yeah, both of them
some-
are out for the rest of the season.
And
Ooh.
news.
Remember, I.
One
Yes.
at a time. One at a
Okay.
time, you dirt.
Cody will go first
Hagen.
since he was talking.
There was
Yeah.
some good news about Grant Dubose, which we all saw he had a nasty injury.
Mm-hmm.
He there has been reports that he has had movement in all of his extremities. He remains in hospital, but there is good news today that he was been placed on IR.
Okay.
All right, that's good.
Well,
That's some good news.
at least he's feeling anything in his extremities, so good.
Mm-hmm.
Thank
Yeah.
God for that. Yeah,
Yeah,
after
that's
after
great news because he
after
could
that
have suffered a
scary
spinal
hit.
injury.
Yeah, after that scary hit on the goal line, we thought the worst, but we're getting the best. So thank God.
Mhm.
And then, not to swiftly cut off, but another thing that made me very happy, the Steelers came to Philadelphia and got their asses whooped.
Yep, the Battle of Pennsylvania happened, and the Eagles had their talents sharpened for that matchup, and in doing so, helped the Ravens out in the battle for the AFC North.
Well, let me just point this out real quick. Yes, Pittsburgh lost, but guess what?
See, this is why you don't listen to Twitter. There ain't no beef in the locker room. There never was. We are a Super Bowl contender, though. You get 1 week. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. Pittsburgh, you being proud right now is a choice. Philly, y'all having 1 ring to R6 is a choice. Ooh, this man is upset. Well, Buffalo, if you was big up in your team all week for the biggest game of the year and they decided to be a no-show, you'd be mad too. Jeez, wouldn't know what that's like. Okay, but in all seriousness, Pittsburgh, y'all are down by 14 with 2 minutes left. How did you still get in? You see, what had happened was, first of all, Miami's an absolute mess. Second of all, I owe Sean Payton a tremendous thank you. Backdoored your way into the playoffs. That sounds about right. Philly, you're not going to win. I'm telling you right now, you're not going to win. Oh, this man is livid. But hey, losing in December don't matter if you win in February.
They sound
They
salty
got-
right
they
there.
got- They got their asses whipped in the Battle of Pennsylvania. They still snuck into the
I
playoffs.
smell the saltiness from Pittsburgh.
Here's the dangerous part for them. Now you have to play Baltimore and the Chiefs back to back.
Oh, that is going to be a heavy schedule right there.
Here's
People
the
are
problem.
calling them, people are calling the Chiefs and Steelers dark magic mayhem.
Yeah.
Here's my problem with that. If the Steelers lose 3 games and the Ravens can manage to win the rest of their games, the Ravens will win the division.
That
Hey,
is going
look
to
who's in
put
the chat.
Baltimore on the top.
Look, look in the chat, Artsy.
Hey, Artsy, welcome in.
Which means-
and now we get to
means
the
disaster.
prime. Now we get to the primetime games.
We haven't finished
well,
the
Jacob.
story.
Yeah, I was gonna say Jamal's not finished.
Okay,
I'm
go
about
ahead.
to say, you've been interrupting me this entire goddamn
Yeah, it was pretty rude.
Slow the fuck down.
Yeah.
You know my
That's a good
reputation
point.
on here. I will bust balls very violently. And
I don't need that.
That's what she said.
Oh,
Anywho, Eagles, congratulations. Thank you for helping us because we're 1 game away from winning, or at least tying the division. And if we win the division, I'm finna talk mad shit to Steelers fans. Because how do y'all fumble the lead? How do you do that? Embarrassing. Shameful. Speaking of shameful, the Seahawks got smacked by Green Bay. As I kind of
and
figured.
the West Division's
30 to
crap.
13. The
Oh
West
my God.
is mid. The West
I
is mid.
personally say it's crap, but it's almost as worse as the
No,
South
Dookie
Division.
Mountain is crap.
Yeah, but
No,
it's,
yeah, Dookie Mountain is ass. This is mid. As MDF would
still
say,
bad.
mid.
I'd say the division is nearly as bad as the
Yeah.
South. The South is still
Hold
on
on,
the top. It's
gentlemen.
like crap.
Let me just bring this up because Geno Smith is hurt.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the
Geno
worst part.
Smith is got an injury.
And like I was saying, the 49ers still have a chance to win this division. They just need to win
Hey,
most
Carter.
of their games.
There has been a schedule change to this weekend's games.
We'll see that.
Whoa. Save that to the next week because we're talking about it soon.
Yeah, we're going to address that during the
Yeah,
break
we'll
down
get that
the
into
next
in a second. But anyways,
Chicago. The failure of Chicago continues as they lose to the Vikings 30-12.
How are you
the
feeling?
Vikings did 2 very cool things. One, they brought out their whiteout attires for that Monday night game.
Yep, that's pretty cool.
And 2, they decided to honor one of their greatest players
Randy
ever
Moss.
come to Minnesota, and that's Randy Moss as well.
What a legend. Also,
Well, they
Keenan
didn't
Allen.
need Randy Moss to whoop Chicago's ass.
Yep. How are you feeling, Keenan Allen?
Yeah.
I mean,
Justin
to be-
Jefferson. I was gonna say.
I mean,
Justin
to be
Jeff-
fair, the Chargers got rid of Keenan Allen. Y'all should have prioritized them.
Right.
Idiots.
Yeah. Let me just.
That's
bring
the
this
worst
up
part.
real quick. Hold on, Jim. Let me bring this
Come
up
on,
real
Harbaugh.
quick. Justin Jefferson. He shout out Randy Moss after he scored a TD. He said, "We love you, Randy." So that was a wonderful tribute.
I'll give him that because he's doing great so far. Yeah, I give him that.
And they did an awesome tribute by holding up his jersey.
Yep.
Mhm. Yeah.
Worth it.
And then
Now-
the round out the festivities in the Monday night doubleheader.
One of the worst Monday night headers of this
And let me say this,
year.
I wouldn't say this prime time. Those 2 games were a 2-pack of ass.
Well, one was okay-ish, the other was ass.
The Falcons
Which-
slipped
Yes.
by the Raiders 15-9.
They need that loss so they could get a better draft pick for the Raiders.
Even had to bench
Cody.
Kirk Cousins.
Shut up.
Yeah, I just want.
Hold on. No. All of y'all shut the fuck up. Let the loser talk.
They had to bench Kirk Cousins for this game. And they're
They're-
probably
they're-
going to bench for next weekend's game. He makes the debut of Michael Penix.
They might bench him. They might. Well, they're paying him $200 million, so I don't know if they would bench him, but he looks like he's pretty mediocre, as most
Are you-
people would suggest he is.
Sorry, I was on BRB for a second. Are you talking about Kirk Cousins?
Yes, he's mid.
Yep, and they're going to bring it back again. Like, why?
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Look, they're still trying to go for the playoffs, so he gives them their best
Right.
opportunity.
4
But
interception, but all right.
he don't look too good. He
Right.
don't look too good.
Should we give Michael Penix a chance? No? Okay.
Yes.
Cousins it
Yeah,
is.
hold on.
No, don't throw him out there because if you're so worried about the playoffs, you're taking a massive risk.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? You have a good point. You have a good point. All right.
Yeah. Since we're about to get ahead into week 16, let's see where things stand.
Things are getting tighter now as we come down the final stretch. Here's where we stand in the NFL heading into week 16. We start with the playoff picture in the AFC, where as of today, the number 1 seed and the first round bye would go to the Kansas City Chiefs. Our 2 versus 7 will be Buffalo and LA. Our 3 versus 6, Pittsburgh and Denver. And our 4 versus 5, Houston and Baltimore. Now we head over to the NFC, where as of today, the number 1 seed and the first round bye would go to the Detroit Lions. Our 2 versus 7 will be Philadelphia and Washington. Our 3 versus 6, Tampa Bay and Green Bay. And our 4 versus 5, LA and Minnesota. And now it's time to talk scenarios, and boy oh boy do we have a ton of them this week. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. So far, 7 teams have clinched their spot in the playoffs. 5 more can join them this week. Plus 2 divisions have the chance to be clinched. And also 9 teams have already been eliminated. 7 more could bow out this week. Let's start with the clinch scenarios. First up, it's the Baltimore Ravens, who can clinch their spot in the playoffs with a win or losses by the Colts and Dolphins. So a Ravens win or losses by Indianapolis and Miami, and Baltimore is in the playoffs for the 3rd straight season. Up next, we have the Denver Broncos, who can punch their ticket with a win or losses by the Bengals, Colts, and Dolphins. So a Broncos win or losses by Cincinnati, Indianapolis, and Miami, and Denver is in the playoffs for the first time since 2015. Up next, we have the Los Angeles Chargers, who can clinch their spot with a win and losses by the Colts and Dolphins. So a Chargers win plus losses by Indianapolis and Miami, and LA is going dancing. Up next, it's the Green Bay Packers, back for the 2nd week in a row. This time, they don't need a tie to clinch. Instead, what they do need is a win or a Falcons loss and a loss by either the Seahawks or the Rams. So a Packers win or an Atlanta loss and a loss by either Seattle or LA, and Green Bay is in the playoffs for the 2nd year in a row. And last but not least, we have the Washington Commanders, who can clinch their spot this week with a win, a Falcons loss, and a loss by either the Seahawks or the Rams. So a Commanders win, an Atlanta loss, and a loss by either Seattle or LA, and Washington is in the playoffs for the first time since 2020. And now for our 2 divisions on the line. First up, the Philadelphia Eagles can clinch the NFC East with a win. The Pittsburgh Steelers find themselves in an equally simple scenario this week. If they win, they're the champions of the AFC North. And additionally, the Kansas City Chiefs can wrap up the 1 seed in the AFC with a win and a Bills loss. And now, the moment most of you have been waiting for, let's see who's on Uber Watch this week. First up, it's the Dallas Cowboys, back for the 2nd week in a row. This time around, they'd be eliminated with a loss or a Commanders win. So a Cowboys loss or a Washington win, and Dallas is out of the playoffs for the first time since 2020. Up next, we have the Arizona Cardinals, who could be knocked out with a loss and a Rams win. So a Cardinals loss and an LA win, and Arizona misses the playoffs for the 3rd year in a row. Next up, we got the New Orleans Saints, who could be eliminated with a loss or a win by the Buccaneers or the Falcons. So a Saints loss, a Tampa Bay win, or an Atlanta win, and New Orleans is missing the playoffs for the 4th straight season. Up next, we have the San Francisco 49ers, and strap in, ladies and gentlemen, because this one's a doozy. See, there's 2 ways the Niners could get knocked out this week. Scenario number 1, they lose, they're out, simple as that. But what if the Niners win on Sunday? How could they still get eliminated? Well, in the event of the Niners win, one of these situations would have to happen. Between the Commanders, the Seahawks, and the Rams, 2 of them would have to win, or the Cardinals and the Commanders win, or the Falcons win and the Seahawks, the Cardinals, or the Rams win. So if any of that happens, or the Niners just lose, San Francisco is out of the playoffs for the first time since 2020. Up next, we have the Miami Dolphins, and thankfully, this one's a lot more simple. All that would need to happen is a loss and a Chargers win, and Miami is out of the playoffs for the first time since 2021. Coming up next, we have the Indianapolis Colts, and here it's 2nd verse, same as the first. They'd be knocked out with a loss and a Chargers win. So a Colts loss and an LA win, and Indianapolis misses the playoffs for the 4th year in a row. And last up, it's the Cincinnati Bengals, back for the 2nd week in a row. This time around, they'd be knocked out as simple as a loss. So a Bengals loss, and Cincinnati is out of the playoffs for the 2nd straight season. So with all of that being said, think your team's getting in? Let me know in the comments.
We got
Cody.
a lot of scenarios, a lot of Ubers on standby.
We're gonna fight the Titans. We're gonna fucking win.
I would not say that, my friend.
Actually, you know what? No.
Jose.
Jose, shut it.
Control this. All right, Cody. How much you want to bet on it?
50.
50.
He wants to put money on this.
How about this? If the Colts lose, I get to do whatever I want to you on the server.
Oh,
How confident? You survive. End of story. You're the one making the bet.
Who does LA
You're the one making the bet.
What?
What is it, Cody?
Who are the Chargers?
confident?
The Broncos. Oh boy.
Hold on. No. Did you
let him
accept
talk.
the bet?
You want the bet? You want to take the bet?
Oh.
Yeah, because the Chargers are fighting the Broncos this week.
Oh my
No,
god!
I'm talking about the
You're
Colts
going
game.
off topic
I'm talking
here.
about the Colts.
We're talking
He's
about the Colts.
game, you moron.
Dude, you're not, dude. This isn't about getting eliminated. He's just talking about it that the Colts win.
If the Colts lose, you get to suffer whatever consequence that I put on you on the server. If you win, you survive. That's my option to you.
You want it? You want it?
I am happy that if the Colts do win and the Chargers do lose on Thursday against
We're
the
not
Broncos,
talking about the Chargers, dude.
Are you going to accept the bet? Yes or no?
yes, I'll accept the bet.
There, finally.
Thank
you.
Now Tennessee. Now Tennessee, do me a favor. Have beat the Colts so I can make Cody suffer.
Spoilers, I'm taking the Titans.
First and foremost, hold on. First and foremost, gentlemen, we got to head into week 16. Let me just first off start by saying, be careful what you wish for, Cody. You just might get it. May God have mercy on your soul. Starting off on Thursday Night Football. We got the Broncos and the Chargers.
Yep, and as the situation say, if the Chargers pull up and get the W, not only will they get themselves punched, not only will they punch their ticket into the playoffs, but doing so will have the tiebreaker over Denver and move up to the 6th seed in the playoffs.
The most difficult challenge is the injuries because there's Justin Herbert's hurt, Quentin Johnston's hurt. This is going to be a tough challenge for the offense.
Quentin Johnston doesn't make a difference though. He can't catch a football in his life.
He had a hot start the first half, and then second half he somehow
Give me the Broncos. Give me the Broncos.
Bottom line, I want I want the Chargers, but I'm gonna be smart on this one. I'm gonna pick the Broncos because the Broncos look something on this one. I'll be surprised if the Chargers win. There we go.
Now, in the NFL's infinite wisdom, we have a doubleheader on Saturday, which is pretty much going head to head with the college football playoff.
Why?
Do you remember?
The college football playoffs are gonna lose viewers because it's the NFL. So
now,
who is it really?
the first game is going to be at Arrowhead. We got the Texans and the Chiefs.
I'm gonna crazy when I say this, Houston.
Give me the Chiefs.
Why?
Chiefs.
Why would you?
Chiefs.
All right.
Why Houston? Why? I want to hear
Nope. Stand on your answer. Go ahead, Matt. Explain.
I didn't hear what Jose was saying because he was like buffering for some reason.
He's asking you why you picked Houston.
Because Houston has I'll say they have a good offense so far, but if they can pull it off against Kansas City, I'll be surprised. Just a slight upset. Yeah, CJ Stroud might pull something. That's what I'm going to say here.
Hold on. Let Jose talk.
Everybody has seen the bullshit that this one team has pulled off for like 9 straight weeks in the beginning before losing to frickin' Buffalo. All right.
Right.
This is just as simple as dark magic working again. There's no fucking excuse for this. They're gonna keep getting away with their bullshit because of talent, and that's about it. By the way, who's their QB?
Mahomes, because it looks like he's gonna make it this game.
Yep, I heard he's going to play.
Okay, and in the case he doesn't, who's the backup?
And here's the dangerous part: they're gonna get Hollywood Brown back, so that offense is gonna be even more ridiculous.
Yeah, but in the sheer luck of God for the Texans that Patrick Mahomes don't play this week, who's their backup? The Chiefs.
Carson Wentz.
Oh, goody. To me, I feel like it doesn't matter who the quarterback is. Andy Reid is gonna get them to a first down while eating a fucking Wendy's Baconator cheeseburger.
What?
He's going Chiefs.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right.
I just said, hold on, time out. I forgot. We have one more video. I forgot that we mentioned the Vikings going to the playoffs.
But honestly, though, we're battle tested. We're in a close game every week, and we win every week. So surely that means we're going to win in the playoffs. Whatever you say, champ. This team right here, man, I swear, this team right here, team of destiny. Well, look who it is. The second best team in the NFC North. Detroit, we can catch y'all tomorrow. You know this, right? So, Minnesota, I'm assuming you want a 2017 rematch? Philly, I'm assuming you have an excuse about the refs ready to go for whenever y'all lose? Hey, I'm going to just say it. This is me. He got a point. No, he doesn't. We beat y'all today. Just like how we're about to embarrass the Bears tomorrow. Okay, I'll bite. How's it going to happen this year? What do you mean, Buffalo? How's what going to happen? The Vikinging. No, Houston, we're not going down that road. But I mean, it's just every year you lose in the wildest way possible. And every year it's hilarious. Well, then I guess this is the year we break in generational curses.
Okay, can I just say I love the fact that he decided to pay his respects to Prince by playing 1999.
Yes.
Yeah, because of the purple and
Now then, back on track. Turn the floor over to Jamal because I'm pretty sure he's looking forward to the second game of this doubleheader in Baltimore. We got the Steelers and the Ravens.
Can I bring up the history fact about this one as well?
Oh boy!
Leave it alone.
Sit your butts down. It is time for AFC North football. Steelers are in a tough spot because honestly, a loss here would be disastrous, especially with the Baltimore Ravens breathing down their neck for the AFC North. No team can afford to lose right now. The Steelers will clinch if they win because they have a half game advantage on us. So if we lose, game over. There's no chance. Baltimore needs to win. This is a must-win game. No bullshit, none of that tomfoolery. You need to win. I'm going to pick Baltimore in spite of our bad luck against Pittsburgh because I have a feeling the Steelers are a little too beat up. Call it a homer pick if you want, but let's do it.
I don't see it as an open. I see it as a logical reason. Because I think logic does not exist in the NFL. So.
I think it'll be a good game between the Steelers and the Ravens.
Yeah.
You know, and I think can Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry, step up against the Steelers. Should be interesting. A big question gonna be a very answer this weekend. Now then, on to our Sunday games, and we got the Giants and the Falcons at Mercedes-Benz.
That's
This is shit.
This is a dookie bomb waiting to happen.
I feel sick just looking at this.
I could believe the Giants could beat the Falcons because that's how bad their defense is. But give me Atlanta.
Atlanta.
The worst part is, I agree.
Yeah.
I can see Atlanta doing this.
Yeah.
Don't be surprised on that one because honestly,
I got a question. I forgot. The Giants and Falcons thankful
No,
Not really, no.
no. Now here's the thing, because as much as I want the Giants to win because of division reasons, I think Atlanta's going to beat New York. Might as well go ahead and swallow and face facts. Atlanta's going to beat New York. I don't like it, but it's going to happen. Also, we got the Lions and the Bears at Soldier Field.
Lions.
Easy bounce back win for Detroit. However, being without key defensive players and David Montgomery is going to make things much harder on Detroit than people would rather admit right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They're going to have to use Amir Gibbs at this point, huh? In this game. That's what I would assume.
Should be. That's gonna be a good. I think it's gonna be interesting. Let's see how the Lions do without these people. See if they could be able to keep up the momentum that they had, or they could just lose the rest of their games on out. You never know. We got the Battle of Ohio. If anyone's interested, we got the Browns and the Bengals.
Give me the Bengals because they have a more consistent offense.
Yep.
Cleveland is a dookie pile, and I trust Joe Burrow more than I would DTR, who will be starting this game. So, yeah, good luck.
Yeah.
All right, him. Yeah.
Now, also we have the game in which pretty much everyone's gonna have their eyes on for betting reasons. We got the Titans and the Colts.
Titans.
One of the most potentially ugliest games of the entire season.
Yep.
The Titans are mediocre. Well, actually, they're just bad. In spite of the fact they have one of the best passing defenses in the NFL. And the Colts are mid as fuck. Extremely mid. Colts
I'm sorry, Cody, but unfortunately for you, you're going to be suffering next week. Titans are going to take this.
Colts should win.
They should win, but with the way they've been playing, it should just be a maybe.
Titans, you have the opportunity to do the funniest shit ever, please.
Right.
I will pick the Colts to win.
All right.
Understandable. Now, also over at MetLife, we have the Rams and the Jets.
Rams.
Hold on. Here's the thing. As much as I would love to see the Rams just tear the Jets apart and scrap them for parts,
Jacob?
You're going for the Jets, aren't you, Jacob?
The Jets just keeps finding crazy ways to sneak wins, okay, with this bullshit.
Here's my counter argument. Have you seen the momentum the Rams are on?
That's fair. So
they beat
with
Buffalo.
That being said, I'll take the Rams.
There you go.
They beat Buffalo.
Because I watched the game.
It's kind of hard to question them when they have that win pretty high up there.
It was a tense game, but the Rams pulled off against the almighty Buffalo.
And they're going to want to secure their spot no matter what. So
in the Midwest Division. Mid.
Wow. Also, we got this is gonna be a big one at Northwest Stadium. We got the Eagles and the Commanders.
Oh boy!
Because if the Commanders win, they will go to the playoffs, but they will also pause on the Eagles clinching the NFC East for 1 week.
Oh, I hope they learn their lessons after the Eagles game. So I'm going with a narrow win on Washington.
I'm going for the Commanders.
I'm going for the Eagles.
Ooh, all right.
I think that momentum surge they have is way too strong for Washington.
I have to agree on that one.
Right.
The momentum between Jalen Hurts and the Eagles is going to be too strong for Jaden Daniels and the Commies at Northwest Stadium.
Right.
And in doing so, here's a shocker. Not only will the Eagles take the NFC East, if they win on Sunday, they will take the top spot in the NFC in the first seed.
Well, we don't know that yet.
Not yet.
Let me add this. This is according to the NFL Playoff Machine on ESPN.com.
Oh, all right.
Now, also we got the Cardinals and the Panthers.
an ugly game.
Oh,
in most
gee,
games.
I wonder who could win this one.
I'll
Remember
go Cardinals. I'll go
Cardinals needs this win to somewhat stay alive. I don't know how.
I mean, I know how. Have you seen their division? The
Fair.
Seahawks are 8-6, and the Rams are 8-6. It's still winnable, which is disturbing, but it is what it is.
It is.
Speaking of Seattle, they got the Vikings coming to town.
Well, I know who's going to win this one.
Yeah, give me Minnesota.
Yep.
I don't trust
Minnesota.
Seattle. I don't trust Seattle.
Seattle's gonna be hearing call like Minnesota, and per the ESPN playoff machine, should Minnesota take care of Seattle, depending on what happens when we get to it, Minnesota will take the 2 seed, and Detroit will drop down to the 5 seed.
Something tells me Jacob is really, really hoping that Detroit takes an L this week.
No, I haven't. We haven't gotten to that game. I'm just following the playoff machine.
I know, but I'm thinking you're hoping they're taking L. Also, we got over in Buffalo. We got the Patriots and the Bills.
Buffalo.
Yeah.
No,
Get ready for the Patriots. Get ready for the Patriots to get cooked. Well done.
Now, also, well, okay.
Is it that time yet?
Well, let's just get this over with.
Yeah, it is.
The tank.
Woo!
Good job, Jose.
It's the Jaguars and the Raiders.
Another ugly game in the making. You got Mac Jones against freaking
Desmond Riddler, I believe?
Yeah, Desmond Riddler.
Holy jeez.
This game is gonna suck. Give me the Jaguars.
Yeah, Jags are gonna take it, but the Raiders are gonna help. It's gonna help them out in the long run because it'll help them get closer to locking down the number 1 pick.
Who is starting this? Who is starting for the Jaguars?
Mac Jones.
It's Mac Jones.
I don't trust him. Give me the Raiders.
I don't trust the Raiders. Have you seen Desmond Ritter? He sucks more than Mac Jones.
Oof.
At least Mac Jones is into the playoffs.
Raiders losing makes sense to get a best draft pick possible. They know they're going to get a quarterback.
It's true. It's just that no one should care about this game. At least I don't.
I mean, it's important for the Tank Bowl.
That's true. Now also we have we got the 49ers and the Dolphins.
49ers.
This one is interesting because
Niners.
both teams are struggling to get a playoff spot. I could go either way. Give me San Fran.
Now, Sunday Night Football.
Do you really want to go for us, Carter?
We got the
This is your
Dolphins
team.
and the Cowboys.
You know you're going to root for.
Ladies and gentlemen, I need the Buccaneers to do me a favor. Take the Cowboys to the woodshed, put the blicky to their head, and end their season.
No,
please. Point the cannons at them and just give them the full battery.
Or make them walk the plank. There we go.
I will go Buccaneers because I have confidence in Baker Mayfield. He will pull it off.
Me too. Rooting for the Buccaneers.
I go for Tampa. Of course, I have to go for Tampa.
To win the Dookie Mountain Division.
Yeah, that's how come I hope that we win this game because
Tampa, please win this.
Yeah, that's what I say. Because remember, Atlanta still has to tie.
I'm going for the Cowboys so that way they can have a little bit of life before it pops their heads open.
And speaking of the Cowboys,
what are you doing?
I was about to say, speaking of the Cowboys, I'm hearing rumors that Mike McCarthy is still going to be their head coach next season.
You wonder why. You wonder why.
I don't know about that rumor.
I would believe it because Jerry Jones is a fucking moron.
Well, that too.
He's a senile. He's 82 years old. He's senile.
Now then, Monday Night Football.
Will you
Okay,
stop
why,
doing
why,
that?
why are you preparing a gun over there?
Yeah.
Listen, it's for the Cowboys. They know about guns.
Okay. Monday Night Football. We got the Saints and the Packers.
Are we going to see the Packers win, or are we going to see Jacob getting spanked?
Well, I already know where this is going.
Careful. Jacob likes that kind of thing, so careful.
Oh!
Damn. Damn. Give me Green Bay. They're gonna bully. They're gonna bully this.
I will gladly take that. I will gladly take that elimination and just go.
Will you stop the conversation?
What's the Saints? The Saints ain't.
No. To be fair, Jacob has a point. He just want this season to end.
Well, you still have 2 more games after this, and the season ain't over for you.
Yep.
It's been that type of year for the Saints. 5-9, 2-4 away from the Superdome, and you already fired Dennis Allen, and Jacob is just waiting for them to drop the shoe on Mickey Loomis to walk out the door.
There's a door.
Yeah, so anything can happen in the NFL. Anything can happen in football. So, but it should be very, very interesting this upcoming weekend. As pointed out by Evan. By the way, you can find him on TikTok
or on his YouTube page as well, because as we all know, TikTok is about to be dead by the time we hit January.
But as he pointed out. We are entering the final stretch of the NFL.
We got 3 coming up this week. We got 3 weeks left.
Let me go ahead and run through some scores real quick before we turn out the lights here in the bar. The game between the Bucks and the Thunder, they haven't started yet. We're about 19 minutes away from tip off. Just about 19 minutes. On the ice. Lightning are leading the Blue Jackets 1-0 in the second period. Hurricanes are leading the Islanders 2-0 as the first period is coming to a close. We're just getting underway in Nashville between the Rangers and the Predators. Canadians are leading the Sabres 2-1 in the second period. We're tied at 1 apiece between the Kings and Penguins in the second period. And also getting on the way on the USS Enterprise is the Devils and the Blues. The rest of the games are still coming up later on this evening.
The devil.
So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule joining us here this evening. First and foremost, I just want to bring this up that we want to thank you for watching our show throughout, this year. This has been a wild and crazy 2024. So that's saying something.
Most definitely.
We lost some good people this year, but we also witnessed a whole lot of stuff happen this year. So
a lot of crazy stuff. Lost some great people, some far too soon, and some who left a longing legacy in the sports world in their own rights. But safe to say this year, we'll go down as one of the most, I would say, crazy years of all time.
Absolutely. Now, the main reason I'm bringing this up because this is our last regular podcast for the year.
Yes, we are going to be the podcast is going to be taking a break because we're going to enjoy the holidays. But that doesn't mean we're going to be fully off, because to help cure the ties for our fans, we're going to keep doing. Since we introduced happy hour last Sunday, we're going to keep doing happy hour on Sundays to help cure the appetites for you guys. So the bar will stay open to the end of the year.
It'll only be open on Sundays, unlike Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, and unlike Chick-fil-A, we actually care for everybody.
Yeah. Okay. Easy, gentlemen. No need for us to get political. But let me just bring this up. So on the 22nd and the 29th, we'll be here for happy hour.
Yep.
So we encourage it to be at the same time as our regular podcast, 6 Eastern.
3 Pacific.
2 out. Yeah, is it? Yeah, 3 out west. I just want to make sure I got it straight. But let me go ahead and get to as I was saying. If you like what you see, first and foremost, please subscribe to our channel, like this video, share this video, and when you do subscribe to our channel, please hit the bell. Well, someone hit the bell before I said hit the bell. Y'all heard me or something?
I actually pressed the bell too early.
Very good.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, I want to thank Jamal, Gerg, Matt, and Cody for joining us here this evening.
I think he's passed out, boys. We gotta drag him out of there.
Leave him be. Leave him be.
Let him
He's
sulk.
still,
Let him sulk.
yeah, he's still sulking over the cold, so leave him be. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us this year. And our next regular podcast will be in January of 2025.
The new year for VWU Sports Podcast.
January the if I did my math correctly, January the 7th, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So to put a little wrestling fun for you guys, just when New Japan finishes up Wrestle Dynasty and Wrestle Kingdom, you will be able to come right back to the bar to have some fun for sports.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So
Some
anyway,
will be watching this, and some will probably be fucking asleep.
Well, yeah, time zones is a bitch.
Yep.
Now, anyway, ladies and gentlemen,
I just came to. I got food.
I'm gonna get mine soon.
yeah, like I said, we're closing the bar just in time. All right, Jacob, go ahead and take us home.
With pleasure. Safe to say, this year, the year of our Lord 2024, has been very, 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 very crazy. Okay, and say that we've had a lot of fun with this with the sports world is an understatement to say the least. And here's hoping that 2025 will be not as crazy, but just as a good amount of crazy with what's going on in the sports world. With the MLB all season having full swing with a lot of great trades and stuff. The NHL is having fun too. The NBA is just about to wrap up the NBA Cup and get started with continuing back on with the regular season. Of course, college basketball is still doing their thing with their insanity. Trust when I say this, when we get to January, the real madness is about to start to kick off because those embers are starting to light up. And of course, the NFL, we're just getting to the tail end of the season, so that means we only got a few spots left on the playoff train, 7 left. But for the rest of the team, we only got one rule to remain, and that is
Don't get eliminated.
That is correct. We got 7 spots remaining, 7 tickets are open, so you better play good, play well to punch those tickets. And of course, we will be here. Well, thank you very much. And of course, we won't be here for Christmas and New Year's because we will be celebrating with our families. But we will be here on Sunday nights to celebrate with the happy hour to figure out what's been going on with the Sunday game, with the Saturday game, and of course what happened in the college football playoffs as well, to see who is going on to the quarterfinals, who's going to the New Year's Six, to see who's going to be battling, getting one step closer to hoisting the coach's trophy. Now, I promise you, you don't want to miss this. And of course, the happy hour every Sunday, same time as our podcast every Tuesday, 6 Eastern.
Or Sunday.
Yep, 6 Eastern, 3 Pacific on our YouTube channel. That is, of course, the VWU Sports Podcast channel. Please subscribe to the channel. If you like what you saw from episode 155, then do us all a favor and hit that like button and share across all social media platforms. That being, of course, Facebook, Twitter, and Blue Sky. We don't touch Instagram and TikTok. 1, Instagram is way too toxic for us, and 2, TikTok's about to die in 2 weeks anyway.
And Twitter.
And if you like what you saw, you want to be notified when we go live for both Happy Hour and episode 156 of the podcast next year, then please do us all a favor and hit the bell. And you'll be notified when we go live for our podcast. Until then, we need to go get rested up and ready to go for the playoffs. Safe to say, 12 teams enter, but only one hoists the trophy in Atlanta. This Friday, all hands on deck. for our boys, Jamal, Jorak, Cody, and Matt. From our executive producer, Jose. From my barkeep, Brandon and Carter. This is the JV. We signing off for tonight. We thank you so much. Y'all have yourselves a wonderful holiday break. We will see you this Sunday for the happy hour, and for the podcast, we will see you in the year 2025. Until then,
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year's, everyone.
Stay safe, stay warm, and good night, everybody.
Derp.